Hey SAMOHI, I'm Lola Rice.
And I am Lupe Pacheco Gomez. Welcome back to our second episode of SAMO Highlights. In today's episode, we will be talking about the SAMOHI Film Festival, as well as the recent ASB elections.
We have some awesome guests coming on the show today. We'll be interviewing the founders of Downbeat 720, an open mic for high school performers, and we'll also get the chance to speak to the new school principal, Dr. Antonio Shelton.
Later on, we'll have a special performance from the Pavement. We have an exciting show today, so stay tuned.
One of the most exciting events we have every year is the annual SAMOHI Film Festival, a showcase of student films from our school as well as high schools across Southern California.
The film program has received hundreds of submissions, ranging from teen comedies to experimental music videos.
The festival's theme this year is inspired by Wes Anderson and will take place on Friday, May 12th at 7 p.m. in Barnum Hall. Tickets are only $10 each and sold at the door. And let's not forget the included buffet-style dinner, so I'll definitely be there.
Me too. Let's take an exclusive sneak peek of what we'll see on May 12th.
The films are looking really good this year. I can't wait to go.
Me too. A recent event at SAMO was the ASB elections, in which students voted for their favorite ASB candidates.
Last Wednesday, after campaigning for weeks, each candidate gave a speech in front of their peers about why they deserve to be in office. Then, SAMOHI students voted democratically for their favorite speaker.
Let's take a look at how that went.
And I am the ASB Vice President for next year. As Vice President, I work alongside with Griffin, who's going to be the President next year, and we're going to overlook basically the whole ASB class and the different committees and help oversee events such as rallies, dances, blood drives, all of that. I want to allow students to have the opportunity to come up with events or ideas that they want to see happen on campus rather than just the select few people that are in ASB. I want it to be a more wide range of ideas that are happening and events that are being planned. If people just express their opinions, we can work together to make it better.
All of this year's ASB candidates were very impressive, and their hard work showed through their speeches.
Yeah, I was blown away by how much work they put into their campaigns and speeches. It must be scary to talk in front of all those peers like that.
Lucky for you, all we have to worry about is talking in front of the camera. Anyway, let's congratulate our new president, Griffin James, vice president, Hannah Sabi, treasurer, Ryan Chen, and student of the board, Pat Schmelzer.
Great job, guys. We can't wait to see how you put your words into action next year.
Stay tuned to see more of what's happening around SAMO, and later a live performance by the Pavemen.
At the Boys and Girls Club of Santa Monica, we build long-lasting relationships with our kids.
Love. Friendships.
Support. Trust.
Learning.
I know, fun.
All that and a lot more.
We're not just a club. We're family.
Great futures start here.
Next up on the show, we will be interviewing Joshua Silverstein, one of the founders and MCs of Downbeat 720.
Downbeat 720. Sounds familiar. Have you mentioned it before?
Yes, Downbeat is an amazing open mic for teens. I've gone a bunch of times, and I'm always impressed by how talented the performers are.
Cool. Before we talk to Joshua, let's take a look inside Downbeat 720.
I've been going to Downbeat for about 3 years now. Yeah. I love Downbeat because all my favorite people are here, and I can just go here like after school or whatever and just do what I love and be surrounded with people who are doing what they love. And it's inspiring to see everybody like writing songs and writing poetry and just being vulnerable and being happy, and it's amazing. I love it.
I went to Downbeat for 3 years in high school, and it's been 6 years since. Downbeat has had an amazing impact in the sense that it definitely encouraged me to just go after and do whatever I wanted with my music and, you know, showcase what I've got no matter what.
It's a super open community. Like, I can feel free to just like try something completely new, and even if I screw up, it's fine. And that kind of gives you the freedom to like take the pressure off, you know. I'm generally a singer-songwriter that plays mainly guitar, but also a little bit of ukulele and some hand percussion.
Hi, Joshua. Thank you for coming on the show today. Could you tell us exactly what Downbeat 720 is?
Sure. Downbeat 720 is an open mic for high school students. We allow kids that are in high school to come to our space and do anything between spoken word to song to dance to comedy. It's a safe space where high school kids can get their voice out.
So what inspired you to create Downbeat 720?
Well, I'm a co-creator, so that means that it started originally by a man named Justin Yoff in the Miles Playhouse. Justin called my partner in crime, Joe Hernandez-Kolsky, and Joe called me. We felt that the space at Miles Playhouse was a perfect place to bring something for the youth, and Justin's amazing idea has been allowing us to bring Downbeat to the Miles for almost 15 years now.
Are only high school students allowed to perform, or?
We have allowed college grads to come make an appearance.
That's cool.
It is generally for high school students. you know, that's the age where you're, I think, trying to find your voice the most. I think junior high is, you're trying to figure out your place in your own body and in your own head. And I think high school is when you're like, who am I? And what do I sound like? And what makes me tick? And what makes me happy and smile? And so Downbeat utilizes the Miles Playhouse as a space to allow high school students to find that. And Joe, myself, and Jedi, our DJ, facilitate that kind of experience for high school students.
I like these names a lot.
Yeah, Jedi, and Joe, and Joshua.
Yeah.
So Joshua, did your experience growing up, like in middle school, high school, in these developmental years, do you think that affected your art today and the kind of stuff that you do?
Sure. I think I was always a rebel in high school, and I was always, I led walkouts and tried to, I was the kid that didn't quite fit in. And there wasn't a space for me in high school where I could find my voice creatively. So I look at Downbeat as the space I never had. But I've always felt that art is the best avenue to create change in our world. It's the best avenue to create a true sense of self. And so it definitely, for me at least, Downbeat comes from my experience in high school and junior high of not having that.
What kind of impact have you seen Downbeat have on the students who go there?
We've had testimonies of kids saying things like it's changed their lives. You go to Downbeat, Lola.
I do.
So I feel like, I don't know that there is a place like this in LA where you can come and just be where you're at. There are a lot of open mics that I think their impact is that there's a place where kids have an audience, where they get to meet friends and they get to kind of perform and grow with their peers. But Joe, Jedi, and myself, I think, are really interested in helping kids find their voice, whatever that may be. We have some kids that come and decide that they are not poets, that they are actually comics. We have kids that come that find their voice in song, that find their voice in piano or guitar. So I feel like what it has been doing for a lot of the young people that come through it is giving them a foundation to feel like their voice can be powerful.
Great. Well, it looks like we're all out of time, but
oh my God.
It went by really fast.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Should I say when Downbeat is? Downbeat is every second and fourth Tuesday of the month at the Miles Playhouse in Santa Monica.
All right, thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Wow, Downbeat 720 sounds really fun.
It is.
Maybe I'll come sometime.
Yeah, and perform what?
I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
After this short break, we will be interviewing the new principal of Samo High, Dr. Shelton, and have a special performance you won't want to miss. So keep watching.
Who knows what gratitude means? Nicholas?
To be thankful.
Writing letters to our military is a great way to say thank you for their service.
Frisco! Somebody loves you.
Dear soldier, thank you for keeping me safe. You're my hero.
To donate or send a care package to America's heroes, visit OperationGratitude.com.
Today we have with us Dr. Shelton, our school principal, to talk about his background in education and his experience here at Samo High so far. Dr. Shelton, thank you so much for coming on the show today. So when did you first realize that you had an interest in education?
It was my second year in college. I realized that I had an interest in history, and I was wondering, how do I make sure that interest becomes something that I love? And it was teaching. Someone shared with me, hey, how about teaching history? I was a biology major before, and I was like, that would be fun. So that's how I started the education process, or the road to becoming a high school teacher, then assistant principal and principal.
Cool.
What were your initial goals when you first came to Samo High?
First thing is I needed to just learn what the culture was about, and understand. Coming from Ohio, it's really different.
Yeah,
not only weather, but the whole process of education.
Yeah.
The one thing that I knew that wasn't going to be different were students. I was going to be interacting with students, and that's the big piece. So my goal has been just to get to know who the people are on the campus.
Get the feel of the...
So I can figure out what it is that we need to do and how we need to continue to grow. So that's been the first thing, is to get to know, focus on engagement, focus on culture, and then we'll, right now we're developing a plan or vision for our next school year and how we will proceed.
So how do you perceive the culture at Samo High?
I think it's a culture where people really love being a part of a community that celebrates all of the differences. And I think the biggest thing that we have is the fact that we're so different. That diversity, I always share with our students that the diversity that you see on the campus of Samo High School, you won't see in many places around this nation. And I think if we celebrate and embrace that, we can grow even closer as a school community.
So as a principal, what are you focusing on to try to expand on that diversity and bring more awareness to it and kind of enrich the culture of Samo High?
What I want to do, and what our staff as well as our house principals, we want to make sure that all of our community, all of our school community is included in our AP programs. We want to make sure that our ASB is diverse. We want to make sure that when we look at our test scores, that across the board we see growth in areas for our students, to see them being successful beyond high school. And what we want to do is make sure that they're college and career ready for whatever it is that they're taking on after high school. So there's a focus, as I said, on AP, getting students enrolled in AP, also preparing students for, such as like our auto mechanic shop. You know, we're preparing kids and setting them up for the next phase. It may not be college, but it may be a career. So we want to make sure that we're reaching kids where they are and helping them to accelerate.
Do you believe that that's your favorite thing about the Samo High community, is like the diversity and the enthusiasm?
Absolutely. The diversity is just, you know, I love it. You know, if you go outside, it was funny because I had 4 students from my old school visiting over spring break.
From Ohio?
Yes.
Wow, that's a long journey.
Well, one of them actually goes to Pepperdine. And so we went around the campus. I said, you got to come at lunch because you got to see how awesome this place is. I mean, think about the fact that you can look to the mountains in one direction and you can look to the ocean in the other. And then we have a school, an educational institution sitting right there, and we're celebrating what we're doing right here on campus in Santa Monica.
Dr. Sheldon, we can't thank you enough for coming on the show today. I think the Samo High community is really lucky to have a principal who's so accessible to the Samo High community. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. Wow, that was really interesting. I'm glad to have a principal that is so passionate about the Samo High community.
Yeah, same, and I can't wait to see what he will continue to do at our school. Can you do that?
The Santa Monica Museum of Art. Take a closer look.
It's finally time to hear the special performance from our musical guests.
Coming on the show today are Harlan, Declan, and Logan, who will be playing their original song, Ossifer.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Pavement.
Favor and I'll face the other way. I meant to tell Lucifer, I'm just out on my own, yeah. Lucifer, Lucifer, please, yeah. Lucifer, Lucifer, ah! Lucifer, don't worry, I'll be fine. Lambert's at it, trying to get mine. Sun in my pocket and I wanna fly. And if you take it out, just my die. Lucifer, yeah, please.
That was awesome. Thank you guys for coming on the show today. So how and when did you guys each get started in music?
So me and Harlan started playing guitar together. He kind of taught me, and then we started playing with Declan, like about a year ago.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, we need somebody to play bass. So then I got a bass and started playing bass, and then I just like now that's what I play.
Yeah, Logan switched to bass. I mean, I've been playing guitar for a long time, kind of off and on. I started in like 5th grade. My dad plays guitar too. He plays in a blues band, so you know, I've always been surrounded by it, and I just decided to pick it up one time.
You think that your dad being in a blues band has like influenced your music and your
Oh,
vibe?
totally. Yeah, that's like what I aspire to be.
He even
good
plays with his dad's band.
Yeah,
that's really
Yeah,
cool.
we play like Western swing gigs. Like a month ago, we played at a gun auction. So.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was interesting. It's cool. They had like.
Sorry.
They had like models coming out like holding guns, like, oh, this is like $50 or whatever. I don't know.
So what other kind of shows do you guys play?
We mostly play like little venues and downtown mostly. Some around here. We play
backyard parties.
Backyard parties, just whatever.
Yeah, like
we
whenever
can
like
get.
somebody's playing a show or something, and like get invited, or like we just joined a collective, and now we're starting playing shows with a group of bands. We have a show this Saturday actually.
Is there any story behind the song that you guys just played?
Harlan, you want to answer that one?
I mean, it's just kind of simple. It's called Ossifer, and it's just like sometimes, you know, you can't really say officer. Just having a good time on the weekends. And just got to say Ossifer, you know.
You just forget.
Yeah.
Wait, how long? Like, when did you start playing music?
Oh,
I think
like
you missed that.
I don't really know. Like, I played for a while, but not really with anyone ever.
So, like, are you like the new like, how do I say it? Are you the new person that like plays music? Like, I don't know. Like,
The newest
like,
addition
yeah,
to the
the new
band?
additions to the band.
No, because when
I'm
we
the newest probably.
Yeah, because me and Harlan were playing together and
Yeah,
like
we're
writing songs
jamming.
together, and then like we started playing with Declan because we've known him for the longest time, and then he actually had stopped playing drums for like
4 years before we
because he
started
played
playing
before, and then
together.
we kind of got him back into it, and he just like picked it back into it now, which is cool.
Was there like a specific reason why you stopped?
I just kind of like didn't have anyone to play with, and it was like bumming me out. So I was like, I can't. You can only play alone for so long before you kind of just get a little bit like just bummed on it.
It's weird, yeah.
It's weird alone back there.
What's your writing process like when you guys write your own music?
Like, I don't know, like I'll write something guitar with some lyrics and I'll bring it to the practice and we'll come up with something, or even Logan will write some like sweet
I'll
bass line.
I'll like write something, and then like just like jam with Harlan and Declan, and then it kind of just falls together sometimes. Sometimes it's just like super easy because we'll just like work together and come up with a song like a practice,
fun.
and sometimes not, but
sometimes.
Rocky sometimes, it's all good.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like improv and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff?
Oh yeah, we'll
so
just
much.
jam. Like we'll be trying to play a song, and suddenly Logan will just start playing something, or Declan or me, and we'll just all just hop in, just start playing some random thing
for like 5. We went for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
just
like
half,
jamming on.
Half a practice is jamming on some random song.
Yeah, no like announcement. It just, you know, it just kind of
Just
happens.
Someone just playing.
Has any crazy things happened at any of your shows?
Oh yeah, remember the Cosmic Demise surprise one when some dude
Oh, wow, yeah,
jumped on stage and knocked over the mic and the amp. And
Yeah,
got,
right
and
when we
got
started
shot.
playing, the mic was just gone.
Mic gone into the crowd.
Did you sing without a mic?
No, we had to
we
stop.
just started the song, so we had to.
We had to stop, and like some dude came out and they're like, "Don't mess around, don't jump."
Yeah,
on
like,
stage.
no moshing and everything.
The kid
and
got
then,
thrown out, and then like while we were playing, they were like stage having like throwing some kid up and like.
Oh wait, Declan, remember we played at the Counterculture thing, this show in downtown, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a kit there, like a drum kit. So we're like, oh cool, we don't have to bring one. We get there, like, and then the band before us just packs up the drum kit and leaves. And we're like, wait, we don't have a kit, we don't have.
Yeah, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah,
but luckily this
Luckily
band we met like set up a drum kit for us, which was nice.
Yeah. That was sick.
All right, thank you, Logan, Declan, and Harlan for coming on the show.
Thanks for
having us.
us.
You guys are great.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, so thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time on Samo Highlights.